Hi there, I'm Grey Hunter, and welcome to Flashpoint Campaign's Cold War. So, third in the series is coming out. If you don't know, this is an asynchronous Cold War game, hex game, where you give your orders in a we go situation. But the command and control varies and changes. Cool. This one here has got, what's they say? They've added a tactical transport system. They've got more air assault assets. Basically, they've expanded the game. So let's just jump straight in. And Alamo to Soest is apparently an easy one. Medium size, 5 hours of battle. So, day 68 of the Cold War. And yeah, we've basically got the Americans trying to hold against the Polish attack. So, leave everything on that basics here. Okay, so the Alamo Soest, we're commanding a NATO force, 5 hours to accomplish the task in mission briefing. Everything is hotkeyed. You can click like that. It's been a while since I played any of these games, so if I'm a bit rusty, it's on me. 9 groups of units, you can find them in the fire support and everything tabs. Winning of responsible for assets worth 16,000 points. Secure victory proclamations and inflicting disproportionate casualties on the enemy. Alright. So basically, kill a load of the enemy, take their locations, and drag and drop your starting units. Finish the group startup hex. Improve minefield and improved provisions can be moved. Awesome. So, everything in the unit logs, everything's good. So if you've not played one of these before, the first thing you need to notice up here is the chronology. Our turn cycles as NATO are 14 minutes, the Warsaw Pact are 29 minutes. So we almost get 2 turns for every one that the Germans, the Polish get. We've got 100% of the VPs. Got these minefields. Now, can I drag them? I can, that. But that's not a bad place for that. So, we're expecting the Soviets to be coming from this direction, I assume. Now, can I drag my units? Yes, within this zone. So you can right click on these guys and see this is a mechanized infantry squad with M113A1s. Yeah. And I can right click on them and I can go. Where's it gone? There should be an unload button. Hold it. And we'll pop someone in Ottoman here. This one way self-propelled anti-tank. This I think will pop in this, and if you do, let's go info view. Let's control L. Line of sight, so you can see how far this person is. Move them to here. That's a good line of sight. We'll whack them there. These guys can see pretty well. Good. This is the HQ unit, they can hide in the town. Another infantry unit. Pop them there. Engineers can move into the town. This is our AA cover. Yeah, Vulcans. They're pretty good where they are. Up here. Left click and drag to move. Who are you? Cavalry Scout team. So, we'll spread That's your AT gun. High ground up here. Not bad. You're on cover as well. Got the scout teams. Some of them they've got a bit of line of sight, but still got some cover. That's terrible. See how those forest blocks them there. Might just have to leave them there and hope nothing bad happens. Task Force Alamo. This is Suffolk artillery that can stay at the back. You can see they've already started using nukes, so this is probably going to get brutal fast. Right, you're going to change the counters as well. You can see we're currently a contested result. We need to blow up quite a lot of Polish Mechanized Division. Hopefully we can do that. I think we're going to be holding here quite a lot. What they have added is off-map fire support. Don't remember that. We can plan our fire missions there. And no air assets. So once we know where they are, we can call in some. This guy, isn't it, here? And then we've got an artillery company in 30 minutes. They'll be on ready in 30 minutes. We've only got this little auto team to begin with. Is there any more coming? So I'm trying to find out. Yes. Supply company up the top there. Chaparrals, APCs, and a helicopter coming. 8:30, so an hour and a half. And we get tank unit at 9:30, so 2, okay, so we're going to have to hold. So, you're in a good position. 92% concealed. Ooh, no, I don't want to clear that. Turn that off. You can, of course, turn everything on. If you want to see the height of everything, you can do that. But I think we must just get into losing all my troops. Obviously, a push here that got heavily countered. Alright, now I can't do anything for 14 minutes of game time, which thankfully is a lot quicker. So, here I have an readiness, comms interference, stuff like that. Oh, right, so we saw nobody. Honestly, it's not a bad thing. Modified combined obstacle over. Well, I don't know what these are. Not sure if they're mines or anything like that. So we are. There is no actual manual to the game yet. There's a couple of quick starts, but I didn't see this in where I was looking. But, I am notorious for missing stuff like that. Says the man is still learning stuff about War in the East 2 after 250 odd hours of play. Ooh, reinforcements arrived. That's good. Okay. So we're going to right click them. We're going to move them deliberately to here. And we're going to have them hold. And these guys are going to move to here and then hold. should probably have said counter battery, but we'll figure that out. You can see the AI's figured out the best route for them. No. They've just had their first order. Ooh. Here we go. So it's a bombarding. Ooh. So fire here. Apparently I put my guys in obvious positions. It's still 100% of the starting force, so they haven't done much damage. These guys are moving off. Yeah, Soviets are thinking about this hill, aren't they? I can hear a plane. Worrying sounds. Oh, they've moved. Probably a good idea, seeing that place is getting bombarded. Alright. They definitely want to push at this northern point, don't they? Yeah, those guys are just avoiding the bombardment. Taking a few casualties. You can see there's a couple more casualty markers there. They're in blue, that means they're NATO. Right. So we can click on third scout here. Readiness 77. Okay. Right, this scout section. They apparently both their scout teams got knocked out, so the infantry got hit by the artillery barrage. But the other guys got out. See, there's a 5-minute order delay on these guys as well. Alright. Like the casualties, so when units are wiped out, you have to worry. So. Okay. What's your line of sight like? There, not great. If I control click on shift click. Yeah, nearly. Right. So if we get this guy to move deliberately. To here. And then screen. Beyond that, I don't see much need to readjust my troops too much. If I need to actually push you up to here. And then use you to screen that. Basically just to get a better line of sight. Everyone's advancing. Oh. So it's continuing to bombard there. Oh, not these guys again. Well, no, good job of picking where my guys are. It's almost like I picked the obvious places. See, the orders in 5 minutes is ticking down. That sound of tanks. See, these guys up here haven't moved yet. Because they went order delay of 5 minutes. And we lost our vehicle there. Either this guy's very unlucky because he seems to have just... Oh, first part of the Polish forces. So, Poles are moving down here. It's now 7, 8, so the next time won't quite take us. You can see how our order now has gone up to 15 minutes because we've taken a little bit of interference from fire. Our anti-tank section here has lost one of its anti-tanks. Great. Fallen out. We need you. You've lost your cavalry scout. Need you to move to here and hold that area. You can shoot anyone who comes up there, but yeah. Losses so far have been annoying, but this is Soviets pushing in. Mortar team. Barrage. HE neutralizing. We're going to target that crossroad. And then we're going to do 30 rounds, 5 minutes. Yep, that's fine. And then this guy here, air defense platoon. Yep. When you get to your location, staff control. Yep. So our scout platoon is taking some hits. And we've not done anything on the enemy yet. Hopefully we can change that. They're pushing quite a few through there, aren't they? Air superior now is at weak Warsaw Pact from contested. Low rather than very low, so EC up. So yeah. Our cycle is now going to be 18 minutes after this one. Putting down some fire. I'll have to relocate it in a minute. I'm hoping they aren't just breezing straight through here. Ooh. Ah, they spotted and artillerying our little guy there. Oh no, they're just randomly artillerying that defensive line. I don't have access to nukes, so... Yeah, they're pushing a lot down this road. So it's overcast, visible 10,000 meters. It's just how the Soviets work, that you have to take your lumps. Most of it's hitting areas we're not in yet. I think, if I remember, the amount of artillery does increase, like, trying to move through places. So it does turn the ground up. It's also a nice visual representation of how the battle has gone. quite hard to get in these little hex maps. Because it is hex space, but they've taken efforts to try and hide the hexes slightly, which is nice. Right. So, knowingly, we are 1 minute out from having a healer support. Under fire control. Vacuum on counter battery. Pressing fire. Oh, it's inside. Beyond minimum fire range, that's fine. You need to move into the adjacent hex and go on counter battery. I'd like you to move back to where you were. Your full discovery count team, so we can get you to move up to hold there. Anything that comes down this way is getting against map, but I'm worried about people getting through here. Beyond that, there's not really much I can be doing. All I was going to theirs is 18, so it's 18 minutes until the next one. So my flipping I don't know. It's not that I'm reading that wrong. It's 8:29 to get the orders. Just to say 17. I was reading that number there. Oh, they're deploying smoke. Doing our job. It's large numbers platoon. They are pushing through. I was hoping these guys would actually do something. No, they're breaking through. They're breaking through. Hopefully doing some damage. They're coming down here to try and engage these. Ooh, put out fire there. Yep. Killed a vehicle and some infantry. But I'm now worried that we don't have anything here to protect them sweeping into the objective zone. I was expecting them to come this way. Okay, so we do actually get our helo. 2 Cobras with towels and guided ment. Okay. Congratulations. I'm gonna move you. Helicopter platoon selected, right click. There we go. Deliberate move to here. And then loiter in that location. Move deliberate to the edge of the forest here. Then I'm going to pull this guy here. He's going to move up to here. I'm going to get you to move hasty down to here. Then hold. Okay, so we're going to redeploy where we now know the threat is. So in here, so we've reported kills and claims. So we're claiming 4 mag, 2 infantry so far. It's a print button if you want to export this. You are going to barrage. neutralizing into this hex. Take you up to 45 rounds. Just HE, apply. So he should hopefully start smashing that one as they run through it. And they've got a convoy going through, so he's hoping. Your self-propelled artillery. So you're going to barrage, neutralizing in here. Actually, cancel. Do a quick one. Okay, we got orders in. 19 minutes now. Hopefully we can get this guy. This guy will be fast, luckily. Let's fire out. Got some kills. Mortar is hitting where they should be. I won't see all the kills, obviously, but... And he's hitting that location with some heavier artillery. Now the worry is they send someone along this route, but they shouldn't because they're going for this. Ooh, multiple vehicles killed. General purpose and engineers. Artillery is falling in the target areas. Helo moving up. Helo or chopper in this time period. 89, I don't know when the slang switched. Alright, we're doing some good damage in this area. Yeah, they've come in and they've got bunched up, and therefore we are smacking. So this number here is how many units in the spotted units in the area, if I remember correctly. So going down to 9 is a good thing. 7 means we are causing them some issues. Turning this little corner here into a charnel house. Disproportionate losses. It's the Alamo. We're expected to die. We're just supposed to kill them as best we can. Ooh, wipe out. Look at that. So they automatically redeployed. SAP relocations. Oh, he's taking fire. Ooh, they're firing back. They're still in there. Mortar. This is the counter battery. They finished their main mission, but now they're counter battery. Awesome. Come on, keep firing, lads. Keep firing. The scouts are opening fire. Yeah, this lead convoy has just got smashed. Taking fire here. More recon. Ooh, that was a bad place to be deployed to. Motorized company. Yep, alright. Ah, they've got tanks. This is the worry. This is just a scout section. It's not supposed to be tanking with tanks. Standoff range relocation. Putting down its fire. Wipes another unit possibly. The kills is going to be interesting after this. We've done some serious damage this turn. Okay. According to this, we've inflicted 1,000 points. Enemy loss inflicted, they've endured 161. That's good. Going in the right direction. Reports and kills. Yep, 17 mech, 7 infantry, 1 anti-tank, 1 recce, 1 transport. rocking it up. Of course, these guys are now going to be short on ammo. 5 of 12 guided missiles. Do you have ammo supplies? There's a way of resupplying, but I don't know if it's available on this mission. Alright, it's all good. These guys are redeploying down. He's holding that position. But yeah, moving back to hold the objective stronger is a good idea. Right, they have not been able to reconfigure anything, but I'm also happy with my layout. So their early recon is getting up there, but hopefully the chopper will be able to deal with that. Turn this corner into a slaughter. Great. Tanks. Definitely feels like the bulk of their forces are moving down this way. Anti-tank missile. Redeploys into a really bad place. Artillery's just raining on them. Really hoped you'd get there before this, but yeah. Wondering why this thing isn't shooting. Morale's at 70. He's pulling back. Right, we got to there. Please, do you shoot something? Right, okay, so they've reached their task locations. We're going to hold those victory points. Esbo is now strong for the Wolfpack. Yeah, they got more air superiority. ACM's kicking in. Mortar's in a bad place. Firing off as best it can though. Now they're pushing up this way. Okay. You guys are going to be the defense there. Hopefully you can shoot him. Not sure why you are not. But something like that. End screen. Hopefully they haven't got too much AA up. And then I want you to move deliberately to there. And hold. We can hold their supply line, we're doing well, but this corner here. We wrecked them coming around there. Okay, this scout unit here doesn't seem to be doing much, so it needs to move to here and see if it can help cut that road. Right, we're 2 hours in of our 5 hours. Ooh. The anti-tank section's taking fire. Got wiped out. They're getting the infantry in there. Ooh, they're pushing for that. Probably danger close. I can't remember what the map scale is. Can't see it easily. But the artillery is doing work. Yeah, they're pushing us back. And hitting artillery. Hopefully those guys can hold their positions. Mortars are getting wiped out. I should have moved them back. Let's say rusty. Yeah. That's a heavy loss there. They're putting fire to that guy. Luckily we have our 2 platoons stuck on the objective. Gonna need those tanks though. It's getting brutal out there. Also could do with you misshaling somebody. Your helicopter, you should be able to see. Nearly 9:30. We should get the tanks soon. If they come in somewhere nice, we can roll them up towards here. I would rather you be fighting it, unless these guys are pulling back. Looks like they're pulling back. We'll move this mortar back to here. That crossroads is kind of in the open now. Not a big fan of where the artillery is firing. There's so much coming down this road. The mortars are firing on that. But they're much weakened now, they've taken heavy losses. Glad I went with a small one to start with. It's still hectic enough. Yeah, this is a small scenario. Get a lot larger than this. Actually, the game does a good idea of pointing out when tokens move. Excellent, here come the tanks. Okay, so regular tank. What are you? CV. Engineering tanks? Come on, engineering. Engineer vehicle M1 A2. Tank cannon, anti-aircraft support weapon. Yeah. Alright. You're going to move up to here. Hold. You're going to move to here. Hold. You're going to move to here. Hold. You can move up to here. Hold. If you got mechanized infantry squad. AA unit. Seems to be doing quite well for AA units. Right, so that's all that force there. This guy's still hunting. Artillery. Barrage. HE neutralizing. In this wood. Just a quick 45 rounds. 30 rounds even, that'll do. Just assault back to here. And then hold that line. Moving you out was a bit of a mistake. It's fine. We'll live. What state are you in? You're okay, but you've lost all your guys. You're a full Scavvy Scout team. Hold that place there, because then you can move anyone going around Burlingston. Alright, hopefully those tanks come on with a decent order. Ooh. No, well, there goes one of our scout carriers. Tanks. Oh, they're taking fire. We lost a unit. Those scouts are being shot at by tanks. T-54s. Another unit T-54s probably coming up behind. Hopefully the artillery can get something. Ooh, those scouts are apparently engaged in close combat. Well, that's the HQ we're targeting. That's good. That increases it. Losing your HQ means this number goes up. This number's now at 25 minutes. As you can see, I'm losing control as we go. Yeah, that's that. Barrage hits those tanks. The mortar's not going to do much, but there might be some infantry with them we can't see. This large unit here is worrying. Oh, okay. You just shot something. Or were shot at by something. These guys, the recon conquers are moving up. Yeah, they're apparently moving back. They're moving to engage these scout units. They're firing off AA. They're taking casualties now. Feels danger close to the helo. Yeah, no, I'm fully okay with you blocking it out of them, mate. Yeah, he just opened fire. Oh, we're engaging. The scouts are killing their HQ. And they are killing our AA. The engineers don't seem to be doing much to help. SAM launch. I think we got away with it. Oh no, 2 SAM launches. They're firing a lot of SAMs off. But they're pushing quite hard into there, aren't they? Ooh, artillery. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about this bit of here. That helicopter platoon is definitely pushing, isn't it? Like, I might lose this central objective. Ooh. They've lost a helicopter because they were not supposed to be anywhere near that. Alright, this is getting brutal and brutal fast. Oh, got a kill. I have to do this in desktop mode, so sorry about the pop-ups. Just did not want to work with any of OBS and the other stuff. Oh, another kill. The headquarters unit is doing its job. Ah, helo's down. 83% of starting victory points. You gonna kill that HQ? Trading fire there. Gives the tanks time to move up though. And it bugs me this guy's facing the other direction. Don't know why. Oh, yeah, there we go. On call. grab a hit. Oh, the A got a kill as well. Yep, those combat engineers are not going to be much. There we go, wiped out, I think. Yeah. Tanks are moving up fast. We got a chance here. Yep, we've broken those guys out of the retreat. Enemy tanks have taken casualties. There's only 11 identified there now. So there, yeah, they got a good line of sight down there, but they're not going to be ambushed too much there. Excellent. What are you doing? Yeah, apparently you've not engaged. Weird. Your redeployment is taking a while. Well, not much I can do. You can tell it's like theirs is still got a lot more control over what's going on. We do. Kill that HQ unit, please. Artillery raining down on there. Scouts are retreating. The HQ is apparently won. And now they're taking tank fire. Ooh. They're getting slaughtered now. Yeah. Okay. We're being properly saturated with AA now. Remember, it's disproportionate losses. This is the Alamo. We are expected to die. We should have a look at the points after this. Visual range is now 3,000 meters. It was 10,000 meters. This speeds up order things as no one can see where each other is anymore. Now it's down to 1,000 meters with heavy rain. Okay. Deliberate move to here. And then hold. Stop that. Move deliberately to here. Hold. And they've managed to take up positions to hold that location. Awesome. We've now got the same command and control as the Soviets. They're actually engaging those guys. Okay, interesting. Just hope a mechanized task force can defeat a Soviet HQ unit. And lots of firing, we're not much killing. Now they're going to have trouble with the tanks coming in. Alright, tanks are engaging in close combat. This is not a good idea. As we blow 3 tanks up, 4 tanks. Alright, we lost some units there. Fighting with the tanks is brutal, but they're taking heavy losses here. Another 3 tanks go. Yeah, we're winning. They've come into a town with tanks have whirled into a town with my infantry. And it's going poorly for the tanks. I hope this counts as disproportionate losses because we slaughtered them on the incoming there. Artillery, please shoot that as home. Infantry opening fire at the HQ unit. Excellent. We got a kill. That's it, the HQ unit's wiped out. And second tank squadron's coming through. Oh, they had a infantry unit there. Shot off first. Kill. They're bypassing. Luckily I've got a CEV up here. And some engineers in there. CEV, please do your job. Tank. Oh, 3 kills. Oh, 6 kills actually. Ah, the tank's slaughtering them. I think they're out of anti-tank weaponry. Wouldn't surprise me. We sent our infantry unit. Yep, they've used up all they've only got hand grenades to deal with tanks. So, that's less than ideal, obviously. How are you doing for ammunition? I only got 9 HE left. 9 and 10, yeah, you desperately need to resupply. Just to resupply. Let's see if that works. Rest and resupply. Get them back up. I'm assuming that the trucks will zoom in from somewhere off screen. You should be engaging them. You've held a position. You're doing pretty well. That AA is in position. 36 minutes. Yeah, we're losing that one. High to very high. Oof, they are properly... Oh, no, it's going down, actually. Yeah, recognise... Oh, they're pushing through. Something else is shooting us. Oh, artillery. They moved on because they just targeted artillery on hacks. And they moved in with that and got blasted. Excellent. Alright. Four hours of hard fighting. We haven't got much time left. We're only probably another order cycle after this. CEV, can you do something about those guys, please? Yeah, there's a lot of artillery coming in. Yep. Forgot for a moment there, wasn't there? They're doing pretty well for taking that much fire. Yeah, their artillery is hammering down on us. Got 77% of our remaining force though. And 32 minutes, so yeah, we just hit start, don't we? Oh, that dropped. Okay, nice and quiet for a bit. Tank firing. Tank gets some kills. Range has increased to 3,000 meters. That bad rainstorm's going for a past. Alright. It was tolerable. Seeing I've not played this in a long time, I will take tolerable. Yeah. So yeah, that's Cold War. I'm definitely going to be playing some more of this. Again, it's just press release, so bugs, like, lost there, but look at this, we properly smashed them up here. It's only when my big mistake was the mortar team. Should have pulled the mortar team back. That was losses I could have avoided, and that would probably be a better score. The helicopter deciding to fly off over this AA unit, never going to last long. Generally, yeah, happy with how that went. So, thanks for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see more and if there's anything you'd like to see. See ya.